What's up, everybody? It's John with John Sports Odds and Collectibles coming at you with a brand new video, another editorial piece here, opinion piece video. I'm going to talk about something that's been circulating around the hobby world. And I saw this on LinkedIn, actually, where this post comes from. This is from Jason Mashira. He is the president of Upper Deck. He made this post a couple days ago. It says one day here. It's very interesting. And I'm just going to flat out say it here. And before I say what I'm going to say, the thumbnail, the video title probably will give you an idea what I'm going to be talking about here. But, you know, when I make these editorial type videos, opinion piece videos, you know, some people don't like them because they say they come off as negative and everything else, but in reality, it's like reality. And people don't always want to face reality. And I've said this already before in other ways, but I'm going to say it right here, right now. This trading card industry is going to crash and burn, I believe, within the next year, going into 2026. I cannot see things going up with this. I can only see it going down, like a downward spiral. And it's been evident ever since prices have gone up. The car companies have raised prices. There's all the hype around everything, the chases and everything else we've always, you know, that we've been talking about here in this space. It's going to happen. That is my prediction. When I walk into a retail store like a Target, even now Walmart, and I see the shelves still lined with certain products, and the prices of those products have gone up $5, $10, and those things are still sitting there, we've got some problems. We've got problems. When you hear about the oversaturation of certain releases based on the print runs, we've got problems. We are in a junk wax era. We have been probably for the last few years. And it's just going to get worse unless these companies wise up and stop thinking about greed. Let me read this post to you that Jason put up. I don't know Jason. I don't follow Jason. I occasionally buy Upper Deck product. But let's read what he has to say here. Everything speculative is up right now. The stock market, Bitcoin, trading cards, and it's pricing some collectors out. Here's what the data shows. 50% of consumer spending in the U.S. is coming from 10% of the population. Rich people are carrying the market, not just in cards, but across every category. And then in this post, there is a link to this article discussing this. It's an interesting read. I think it comes from News Nation, I believe. Concert tickets, $1,000 for nosebleeds. Luxury goods, selling faster than ever. High-end collectibles, moving at record prices. When boxes cost $1,000 or more, you're not buying for fun anymore. You're speculating. You're betting that what you bought today will be worth significantly more tomorrow. And that works until it doesn't. And that's what I'm saying here. I see the doesn't part of it coming soon to a town near you, a city near you. It may already be there. Sports cards have always had speculation built in. You collect a rookie hoping they become a Hall of Famer, but what's happening now is different in scale. And when markets become this speculative, they become fragile. fragile. That is the truth right there, without a doubt. I'm not saying the sky is falling. I'm saying we need to be honest about what's happening. This isn't sustainable growth driven by collectors who love the hobby. This is wealth concentration driving prices that most people can't participate in. That is the absolute truth right there. I think if you're watching this video, if you're, like everybody else out there, you feel like you're being priced out of this space. Even on the retail side. And Jason finishes out this post, and if that money suddenly moves elsewhere to bet on something else, we will all feel it. That is the truth too. I think the rich are buying up all of the expensive product, buying all these insanely priced graded cards, spending millions and millions of dollars on these things, flexing them on Instagram posts, X posts, on news outlets. The latest was that, the most recently was, well, there have been other sales, but that Kevin O'Leary Shine purchase. And I'm not even going to get into the whole liquid, whatever the hell it is that those guys are doing over there. The fractionary buy-in. Don't fall for that nonsense. That's a whole nother video topic. You've got the gambling element of things going on to a major extent, with GameStop rolling out this this thing where people are just spending exorbitant amounts of money to try to get valuable graded Pokemon cards, and I think sports cards, and that's a whole nother video topic too. We are going to have a crash in this industry. I am predicting that. I say 2026, next year at some point, it's going to get bad. And when this upper 10% of the population that is buying these things, these rich people, nothing wrong with having money, but it's skewing the market. But when those people decide, like he's saying here in this post, that they're going to move on to something else, it is going to be ugly. It's going to be ugly. What can be done here? I think one thing that can be done here is these card companies need to figure out how they're going to properly price things moving forward, because people can't afford to spend, $500 on a hobby box, $1,000 on some hobby box. They just can't. They simply can't afford it. And so, I guess price drops. Will that happen? I'm not sure. But on the retail side, who in their right mind is going to pay, $40 for a Topps Chrome blaster box? I think has 28 cards in it or something like that, with the hopes of getting something valuable out of it. It's not worth it. And then, I'm not trying to make this video into some situation where I'm drawing parallels to regular life, but let's do it. I mean, you see what's going on at this point in time within the country, and I think people are struggling immensely, majority of the population. And you've got people that are losing all kinds of things based on, infighting within the political system. And those people, I think the last thing they're thinking about is buying sports card product, Pokemon product. They're concerned about being able to put food on the table for their families, being able to pay their mortgage or their rent, or being able to keep the bills paid. And so my feelings are that that part of the population, they are not like, this is the last thing they're thinking about. I know if it was me and I had the choice of buying some box of cards or putting food on the table, I'm not buying that box of cards. I mean, it's just very, very, that's an easy one. So, and just to wrap this thing up, I don't want this industry to like crash and burn. I just think that it needs to be balanced out where people can participate, and that they are not priced out of a majority of the products. And the products that they can afford, that those products are not like overprinted like the new Topps basketball is a prime example. That's affordable for people if they want to open that up, but they printed that to the moon, and there's just no value in that, and that falls into the whole junk wax scenario that we, like I said earlier, we've been in for the last few years. So let's just call a spade here and wrap this one up. So we'll see what ends up happening next year. If my prediction comes true, we'll see what happens if that happens too. So that's all I've got for you guys today. Greatly appreciate you being here. Remember, if you're new here and you like what you see and hear here, please hit the subscribe button. Please give this video a thumbs up. Please comment down below. And that's all I've got for you guys today. Till next time, folks, this is John with John Sports Cards and Collectibles signing off, and I'll see everybody very, very soon. Take care.